Okay, well, this is as good as it's gonna get. We're going for a walk to the park. We're going for a talk in the park. Talk and walk. It's really weird walking around with a camera. To be honest, at this point, I thought that it would be pretty easy because I've been working with cameras all my life. It shouldn't be all that hard. Maybe I'm like in my mind, I'm thinking, there's probably a neighbor walking or watching me walk around with the camera and they're like, what the fuck are they doing? You know? And I guess that's cool. But I used to do it in school. I used to do it all the time. Meow. Meow. Well, we're at the park. I still don't know what I'm about to record, but I'm gonna record something. It's very windy. I've been wanting to record here in the park for a while, but I just haven't gone to do it. And today, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was sitting on the toilet, and I heard a clip of Conor McGregor came up, and he was like, there was this little thing in my head that kept telling me to do things, and I just had to do the things that I was telling myself to do. So I was like, all right, well, there's something telling me to come and do this. So now I gotta come do it. Creating content is so weird. Now I've done this for a very, very long time. Now that I really think about it, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I'm talking before I knew how to edit, and I would just grab my iPod and I would go around. I would cover the camera to switch the scene because I did not know how to edit. So it would just be like a black, and then all of a sudden I'm in my room and I do whatever I need to do in my room, cover the camera, and then all of a sudden I'm outside because I didn't know how to cut. And now I've advanced my skill completely and I know how to do all these things. But now that I know how to do all these things, I don't even know what I limit myself to. Like I know the technical side to this, but now I've lost the creative side to this. I guess in a way, it's very weird the way it works. I've lost this like little part of me that I always had within me, and I know I still have it in me, but it frustrates me that I can't really express it. Oh, butterfly. Can't really express it in the way that I used to. Back then, you would see me around school sometimes with my camera recording. I would do a skit every single week my senior year for the Centennial TV announcement videos, and I would go into it like nothing. I'm talking, we would set up the cameras, we would set up the lights, we would set up the microphones, write the script out, execute the script, publish the video, and just wait for everybody, I guess, to react to it or see what they thought. And some people thought it was fucking cringy. I guess some of it was, but I thought it was pretty badass. And I guess now I stop myself from doing the things that I want to do, but I don't know why. And that's the question that I've been really thinking about. Damn, it's windy. It's like I have all these ideas and all these, it's like I have the motive. I don't even know what the word is. I know I can do these things. I know that I can come out here and just record myself or make some badass video. Honestly, I don't know what's stopping me, but if I really, really put myself to it, I'd be on the top of YouTube. Someday. Not right now. Maybe not right now, but I'd be voting fucking great. The point is, it's in me. It always has been. I've always been able to do this. But something has changed, and I don't know what it is. Like, even walking here, you guys saw, like, how awkward I was, and even me sitting here right now and talking to the camera, how awkward it can be to just be me, you know? Even though this has always been a part of me, sitting in front of a camera. You can go back to my YouTube videos, and you can see me always trying to make something, you know? I was always super comfortable with the camera, and I think I still am, but there's something halting my flow, my mojo. I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm being judged, you know? By what? I don't know. People, my friends, universe. And I know some of them aren't. I know a lot of them aren't. I know a lot of them want me to keep doing this kind of stuff, but I guess I'm just judging myself harshly. And I'm judging myself harshly that it's come to a point where I tend to doubt myself. Because, like, in all reality, I'm sitting here in a park. I'm recording myself. There's things going on around me. Well, not really. It's just cars passing by, I guess. But at the same time, I'm like, Joan, you can't be your full self right now. Why? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I was walking down here with the camera out, recording myself, and I saw one of my neighbors looking at me. I was like, ugh. And I saw another neighbor while I was walking. I was like, ugh. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is stopping me. It's like my brain's at a battle. It's like, bro, just do what you always do. And there's a part of me that's like, no, you're not supposed to be doing what you always do, because there's nothing coming out of it. There's no reason to do the things that you're doing. So now my question is, why? I was looking for answers, because that's what every single person in their 20s does, I guess. Every single one of them is saying the same thing. Why do you feel lost in your 20s? Why don't you know what you want to do? You have all these options. You're supposed to be free. You're supposed to be capable of doing anything. You're basically limitless. That's the whole connotation around being 20 years old or in your 20s in general. I don't know. When I was in high school, I always thought that when I got into my 20s, when I got out of high school, that I'd be going fucking crazy. No, of course, there was this whole pandemic thing, whole quarantine, whole isolation period, and I was always part of like growing with people, you know? I said in one of my podcasts before that I always thought of myself as a side character, and what I meant by that was like I never wanted to be the lead, you know? I just wanted to make something cool with other people. But now I've been put in that position where I need to be the main character to my story, but I don't know how to do it. I've always done it with so many other people. After high school, I had this time period where I was just hanging out with my cousins all the time, just kicking it, honestly. That's why I started the Kickback Podcast, because I'm like, well, if we're just kicking back all the time, might as well do something productive out of it, right? And the whole podcast was born, and I'm here by myself once again. It's weird because during the isolation period, where I was supposed to be isolated with my cousins, right? I was alone but together with them. But now I feel alone. Even if I'm around people, it's like, yes, these people are around me, but they're not with me. I don't know, it's just a mental thing, I guess, that I go through. My camera stopped for some reason. You know what? I'm gonna sit on this side because, you know, switching it up. Why not? Kicking back at the park. How interesting is this? But yeah, like creating these kind of videos, right? Just, I guess, vlogging. I don't know how to explain it. It's just creating videos. It's just the whole YouTube thing has become so artificial, so... Is saturated a word? I don't fucking know. If you're making a video, it has to fit under a category, a niche, right? It has to fit under a certain category because that's what that video belongs to. So when I try and create videos, I'm like, all right, what kind of video am I gonna make? And that question right there stops me from making anything in general. I don't know how this video is supposed to go. Supposed to go? That's a nice fucking Corvette. I want one so bad. Supposed to go? There's no supposed for this shit, you know? But I just get so caught up in that whole, I'm supposed to be doing this. It's like now I have the liberty to basically do whatever I want, but at the same time, I feel like I can't. Why do I feel like I can't? That's the question. Why? I wish that I could talk to myself when I was in high school compared to now. Just observe what kind of person I was. Because I know that kid side of me is still in me, but I'm keeping him in. I'm not letting him out. I don't know. A lot of shit happened after high school. I guess that whole kid side of me kind of hindered away. But that's what allowed me to create all these crazy things without thinking about anything else, man. I'm telling you, I was vlogging, I was streaming on Twitch, playing video games, making content out of that. Oh, I was drawing all the time. I was drawing, I was singing, I'm an artist. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest with you. I'm an artist when it comes to anything that I do. But why am I stopping it? Like if someone's telling you, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. I don't know. This thing fucking stopped again. Creating videos is so easy. It's the easiest thing that I know how to do. I've always done it. Since I was a kid, I've always known how to make videos. That was my thing. You know, I've had friends tell me before, you're so comfortable in front of a camera. You're so natural. You're natural in front of a camera or behind a camera. Just anything to do with fucking cameras and videos. That was me. I'm telling you, this is what I do. But I see so many people leveling up. That too, that's another good point right there. You just look at social media and you see these people doing some amazing things, creating some amazing works of art. So I guess in my mind, sometimes I start thinking to myself, man, I can't do that. Even if I get the idea to do it, right? Like, for example, if I wanted to make a video about me drawing, I see some people, 1, drawing, 2, making a cool video about their drawing, 3, getting a whole bunch of views on their drawing, and I'm like, I can't do all that. I start doubting my drawing skills, even though I think that I can draw that. I start doubting my editing and videography skills because I'm like, I can't do the cool video that they just did the way they did it. And I look at the likes and I'm like, man, definitely can't fucking do that either. This guy just got 113,000 likes. And I'm over here struggling with 20? Man, why am I even trying? And then I don't try. I moved from my mom's house over to my dad's house. That was a whole new experience. I was basically alone. I did not know what I was gonna do, but I knew that I had to figure something out. So I kept continuing with the podcast. I was like, this is the only thing that makes sense to me right now. Just start doing. The whole intention of me moving was because of the podcast, to do the podcast. So I was like, this makes sense. I'm gonna continue to try to do that. And I did. There were some times where I had to stop because shit happens. You know, life happens. Forrest Gump. And now, I don't have my studio. I have to record in the living room where shit happens all the time. Life happens around me. And I can't really focus or do the things that I want to do because it's like I feel that judgment. And I know a lot of people always say, man, forget what everyone thinks about you. Just ignore it. And I do, for the most part. But it's kind of hard. It is very hard to always be doing that. What do I want to do? I want to make more videos in general. I want to podcast. Because podcasting has been teaching me a lot, you know, about different people. That kind of teaches me more about myself too. I just want to create, you know. I don't want to make videos like other people. I just want to make videos, period. So why, fuck. The fucking video stopped again. This is new to my camera. I've never seen this before, where it just keeps saying, oh, video recording has stopped. But, you know what? Fuck, we're switching it up. We're sitting on the floor now. This is interesting. But yeah, man, I just want to create videos. I just gotta get that little judgment out of me, you know? Where I feel like I shouldn't be doing things, even though I know I can, and I will. It's that. It's me stopping myself, doubting myself. Why do I fucking do that? Like telling myself, man, you're the best. You're the fucking best that you wanted to be. And I know, like, there's a part of me that knows that, right? There, I'm like, dude, I can really conquer this world. But then there's also that part of me that's like, you're nobody. What the fuck are you talking about? Conquering the world? Yeah, all right, buddy. Sure, go sit down. And that's what I do. I go sit down. I'm sitting right now. Your 20s is a weird age group, I guess. And I just started it. I'm on my first year of my 20s. Does being 20 count? I'm 21. I'm about to turn 22 next month. How fucking crazy is that? And I thought things would be cooler. I thought things would be a lot cooler, but I'm here, you know? And if I do get to create something, it's like, what do I get to create about? What should I create about? Vlog? Man, I don't do anything all day. All I do is edit podcasts, and that's it. What do I learn? Anything that I fucking learn on the podcast, anything that I learned on YouTube, anything that I learned from a public speaker, social media, all that's my main source of income, of knowledge and experience. You know, I want to go out and experience things, but the way my bank account is set up right now, I really can't be going out. Gas is at $5.30. Fuck that. I cannot be spending money on gas because I don't have that gas money. I wish I could be hanging out with my friends all the time. I wish I could be just chilling all the time. Just be a kid again, you know? To all the kids that are out there, if you're a kid, if you're in high school, if you're younger than that, listen. Have fun. Create as much as you can. That would be my advice to literally anyone, not even if you're a kid. Create as much as you can. And I wish I could be taking my own advice, and I probably will be. I just need to get to there. But it's that. Just be a kid. Because all this growing up shit is whack as hell. I'm supposed to be having a job. I'm supposed to be graduating from college. I'm supposed to be looking for my own apartment. I'm supposed to be doing so much, but I'm not. And I feel like I'm failing. That's what it is. But I'm not. I'm not failing. I'm just starting. I'm starting something new that I've never really done before. I did it as a kid, but not as an adult. So it is new. Once I made the switch of, like, I guess moving here, everything changed. So nothing is the same anymore, I guess, in my perspective. Everything has changed a lot. So I'm not the same person that I was before. So it's this whole new person that I'm trying to meet and find. But I do want those aspects that I had before and implement them into now. Ugh, the camera fucking died again. I don't know what to fucking talk about. Yeah, man, I see these amazing content creators, like even the whole like vlog aspect. These guys have leveled up on their vlogs like crazy. They have such a good story behind it, and it's that I was writing that in my journal. Is that, yeah, I love this whole aspect of podcasting. I love that. That's something that I want to do forever. And it's not even, I guess the world calls it podcasting, but it's honestly me just having a conversation with somebody, and I love talking to people. I doubt myself in that too. I'm like, what the fuck do I talk about? But it's like, I can talk about anything. I can talk about that white car that's pulling up. Hey, SUV, how you doing? I want an SUV. I think SUVs are cool. There are some SUVs that are really, really nice. Can't name them off the top of my head, but I've seen some of that are pretty nice. Tesla. Is that my Bessie in a Tezzy? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, podcasting. Podcasting is one of those things that I want to do for the rest of my life. But that's not the only thing that I can do in my life. I've noticed that. Not really like I'm supposed to do other things, but it's like, man, if I want to have experiences and be able to talk about things, I need to go out and experience things for myself so I can bring it back onto the podcast. Like if you look at any other podcaster, podcasting is their secondary thing from the first thing that they do. Look at Joe Rogan, biggest podcast in the world. This guy's a comedian. He's a UFC commentator. He's an actor. He's a X, Y, and Z, and he does podcasting. And because of all the things that he's done, it's been able to complement his podcast a lot. But yeah, man, I need to experience more life. What am I doing in my life? I don't want a job because jobs aren't really worth it right now. You know, everything's so expensive. I'm gonna be living paycheck to paycheck, and then I'm gonna come home and not gonna be wanting to do the things that I like to do. So it's either I get a job that doesn't really pay what I want, or I get the job that I actually want that doesn't pay me, period. I'm taking the job that I like to do that doesn't pay me, that will eventually, hopefully one day pay me. Money's a weird thing. Money is a weird thing in this world. It's that everything runs on money. Right now, the U.S. is fucking out of it. Weird times. Man, I don't know. It's a lot of figuring out, but that's what your 20s is. It's a lot of figuring out. I feel like I've hesitated a lot, and I've hesitated too much, where I've limited my creativity completely, and I don't want to do that anymore. If there's something in my head telling me to do something, I have to go and do it. As weird as it's gonna feel, as different as it's gonna be, I have to do it, because I'm just gonna be stuck on that thought of I should have. Yeah, motherfucker, you should have. I don't have money. I don't have the luxury of doing the things that I want to do, because shit costs money nowadays, even to go out. But I gotta find my way around it. That's one thing about me, is that there's always something that I need to figure out, but I always end up knowing how to figure it out. Or something comes up that it just figures it out by himself. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Like right now. Something is telling me, go sit on that fucking swing. So that's what we're gonna go do. I'm gonna go sit on that swing. This swing is fucking tight. Like, my ass does not fit on this swing. However, people supposed to, oh, well, it's for children. Yep, that makes sense. I feel like everything has been limiting me from creating or fully going out, you know? Out of my shell, my proper 12, my own shell, you know? Like, even setting up my room, I finally got a room again. I'm in the house, I'm in my room, but I'm only gonna have it for like 3 months, all right? We were supposed to be out of that house by September 30th, but we got an extension again. Thank you, God. Honestly, I was praying to God that he would give me more time, and here I am with more time. I'm like, oh shit, it happened. What'd I do with my hands? What'd I do? And I finally have the room, but I feel like it's just there. Like, I have it, but I can't. It's like if they give you a Ferrari, but you can't drive it. I don't know if that's an analogy. Maybe I'm just fucking being hard on myself or something, but yeah, it's like that. It's like I have all these things that I could be doing, but I'm not supposed to use them, you know? There's just been things around me that have been limiting my creativity, that has limited the action within myself to create. I feel like I'm just like what's the word? I don't even know if self-pity is the word, because I don't feel pity for myself. It's just like, bro, you're fucking up. You know what you could be doing. You know your potential. You know your capabilities. Yet, you just sit there and think of the things that you could be doing, but you don't actually go and do them. Get the fuck up and do it. Like, even going to the gym. Bro, I was at the gym every single day. And now, going to the gym sounds so hard to do. I don't go to the gym. I work out at home just because I feel like I shouldn't be at the gym. That person is gone. That gym person that always worked out is no longer here. But I know it is. Same thing with training. I want to go train. I want to go train jiu-jitsu and wrestling and boxing and all that. But one, it costs money, which I don't have. And two, I feel like I just don't belong in there. Yet, I've always been around that environment. I love the UFC. I used to do jiu-jitsu as a kid. I used to do wrestling as a kid. I used to watch boxing with my dad. All of that has always been a part of me. But it was a part of who I was and not who I am right now. But then again, it is. You see what I mean? I'm like contradicting myself a lot. Second guessing. That was the word. Second guessing myself. But it's really that simple. But is it? Yeah. I'll figure something out. All right. I'll try to keep creating. Even if it doesn't make sense like this video, I'll still create something. Thank you for sitting around watching this whole video. Yeah, man. 20s are weird. But we're all figuring this shit out. I need to stop doubting myself. And I wish that it could just be something that I just turn on, you know? Where I'm like, all right, well, this is it. This is me now. I'm gonna keep doing this. And I always say that to myself, and then I fucking don't do it. It's a damn shame. But, yeah, man. I don't know what mentality to go into this. I don't know. I just gotta get out of my comfort zone again and remember who the fuck I am. Oh, there's a bug on me. All right, I'm out. Ugh.